So we have the makings of this API, and we want to extend it. How do we want to extend it? Well, I'm getting back information on food trucks. And these food trucks, I want to give the users of my app the ability to rate these food trucks and add comments about the food trucks. But I don't want to necessarily store that information with the rest of my data store. I don't want to store that information with my trucks data store or my recipes. That information is solely a social aspect to my application. So the best way to achieve that within the Apigee ecosystem is to create what we call a backend as a service collection. So we're going to transition from using Apigee Edge to Apigee backend as a service. And to do that, you can do that seamlessly through the same UI. There is a menu up on the top right of your screen that allows you to select API BaaS, and you will seamlessly go into the BaaS user interface. This user interface is primarily driven by a left-hand menu, and I'm not going to go into detail about all the features of backend as a service. What we're going to hone in on is creating collections and adding data to collections. To do that, in our Sandbox app, we're going to select the data left-hand menu item. Once we have that selected, we're going to go ahead and create a collection. The collection that we're going to create is going to be called ratings. Once we have ratings created, we'll select that collection in the collections menu, and then we're going to create a data point within that ratings collection. So if you select the Create Radio button, you will be presented with a form that will allow you to insert some JSON and create a data point. The data that we're going to want to enter for this exercise is going to be information about a specific truck. That information is going to be composed of 4 fields: comment, commenter, a score, and a truck. You can add any comment you would like. I'm adding a comment saying, "This is a great truck." For commenter, I'm going to use my name. And I'm going to give it a rating of 5. Now this is probably the most important piece. I'm associating the truck with a truck ID of AMS1234. It's capital A, capital M, capital S, 1234. Now, before I submit my data, I'm going to use this validate JSON button to make sure I validated my JSON. My JSON is valid. And looking at the response there, my JSON is not valid. So I'm going to look at it and fix it. Then I'm going to run it again. So now I've actually created data within the data container of backend as a service. And the way you can validate the data is if you select shell, you could go /ratings, and you'll see a collection of ratings, including the one that you just entered. What's great about this is you actually will see the full URI to the ratings API that you will be referencing within your proxy going forward. So what we've done now is we've created a data entry into the backend as a service collection so that we can use it within Edge in our next section.